The only way you're gonna get out of a rut is with action. That's just the baseline, bottom line. It does not fucking matter what you think otherwise. That is just the bottom line. As someone who's was at the peak, like the highest point of my life this year, and now I feel like I'm at the lowest point of my life, I am still the same person. I'm still very happy for that because I'm in a situation where I get both ends of the spectrum, and I am very grateful for the opportunity to experience both things. Because even the lowest low that I have now, where it's self-inflicted, right? I'm pushing myself to the fucking max this year, right? From in January, we had one unit, had like 10 grand saved, and now having sent over $100,000 on just wires to buy properties, 9 units, graduated from community college, now a full-time college student, had my business on Times Square in New York. That's a lot of shit. Like, there's a lot more stuff, but just besides that I could think of off the top of my head. And I'm pushing myself to a point where I could even sit back and relax. Like, even the last month or so, when I spent $32,000 just on myself and in a property, or well over $32,000, I could easily have been like, let me just coast for the rest of the year. But the problem is that you're gonna be like everybody else. You're basically to be like everybody else. Everyone else on the planet is saying, let me wait till January. Do you want to be like everybody else? And I say this in terms of someone that understands the difference between being in a situation where you're living, like, trust me, like, you're living, you have to have time with your homies, times with your fam, go do some bullshit, like, you're young, like, I understand that. But at the same time, how many fucking times are you going to lie to yourself? How many times are you going to see yourself in the mirror and not be content? Right? That was me after I bought the second property. I mean, not the second property, the 9th unit over here in California. After I bought it, I was like, damn, like, I'm doing good. People are telling me online that I'm doing well, but I didn't feel good in myself. I had money sitting. I was like, I don't feel good with money sitting because it doesn't feel like shit's being moved and things are in action. And I always had to feel that way, or else I borderline will go insane. And I think that as I have less things on my plate, I feel less sane than when I have more things on my plate. When I have more things on my plate, when I have the turmoil, when I have fucking tenants over here fighting in California, when I have the cops being called on that shit, when I have everlasting growing pains with learning how to run ads and learning a whole different skill set, getting into this new network, spending 14 grand on a mentorship program up front that I made an ROI on, that chaos that other people run from, I find peace in it. I genuinely find peace in the chaos. And I understood that now I'm in a situation where I need to self-inflict chaos and be in a situation where everything is being pushed and I'm forced to push as opposed to it being something that's a choice. Because I think that most of us are pulling a parachute on life and business before we could have got to a point where we didn't need to. Maybe it was just too early, right? And I'm grateful for the problems that I have. I'm extremely grateful for the problems I have because the problems I used to have fucking sucked. Like, truly sucked, right? And understanding that I'm in a position now where I have shit to lose. Like, I have shit to lose and I have to be more cautious, I have to be more wary. And that was one of the biggest lessons I had for the last couple of months is that, like, look, Javi, you could really push this shit and you've made it happen, you made it happen. But what if you don't? What if shit really beats the fuck out of you? And even just that realization is just saying you don't need to change the goal, but you need to change the plan. Because you're really pushing your luck. Because I wallowed in my own mind. I was in San Diego. I had sent a $30K wire from right before I left the trip on my phone. Went to go watch a soccer game after, and I'm sitting there like, damn, I just spent $30,000, which would have took me basically 2 years working at a restaurant to make that, or maybe even 1 year, right? After tax, all this shit. And I'm in a situation where I just sent that out. I think it was like a random Tuesday. And that realization sent me to a low point because I'm like, what now? Like, I bought 2 properties in California, 6 units in California back to back. Like, what do I do now? And that tried to, even though I kept taking action, I kept posting content, I kept doing all the above, when I lost that direction, I didn't have a goal to push through, it starts to spiral with you. And now that's when I bought the program that was 14 grand. So it was basically the same amount. It was basically buying 3 properties back to back. And did it make sense to go and buy this property and the mentorship back to back? Not really. I could have been in a situation where I coasted, chilled, but I didn't want to. And now I'm feeling the turmoil of that because as I did that, and I started to see the growth, I was also in a position where things in business started to happen. Bullshit. All the stuff that people would have quit. And I'm okay with it. I find comfort in the chaos. And I believe if I can give you guys one piece of advice from someone that was dirt broke at 19 to having a 7-figure portfolio at 20, worked in a restaurant, did construction, did every single fucking thing you could think of, right? Everything with these hands. Still, I'm in a situation where I don't buy luxurious shit. Still rocking a $20 hoodie. Still living at home. Playing the long game, right? Because I know in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, once I have these fucking assets that people can't take away from me, the game's going to be a lot different from the people that you are seeing right now that are in situations where they're buying Lambos that they can't afford, cars they can't afford, Sam Millsaps, shit like that. But I understand that with that chase of financial success, moral success, and also influential success comes being calm in the chaos and being satisfied with the chaos. So if I can give you guys any piece of advice, it would be that. Do not sheer away from the chaos, but chase it and be comfortable in it. Laugh in it, smile in it. Really think to yourself like, all right, this is what we have to do, this is what we have to do. And really change your perspective and look at things from a third person point of view and understand that the shit that you're facing is not that deep. If you are putting like your whole business on business credit, you're really pushing it, but okay, well, when I get this cash flow back, is it going to offset everything that I just invested? Yeah, it is. Okay, well, that's fine. Like, you are in a situation where you only have you have one person that you need to get comfortable with in your entire life. This is one individual, and that is yourself, because you can't get rid of yourself. And if you are in a situation where you have battles with your own mind, how the fuck are you supposed to beat other endeavors that come to your place? How? If you are quitting when you see your own mind, when you are facing battles in your own mind, how? I can never lose consciousness of my own mind. Ever. It is the decision. And too many of you are in positions where you don't even allow it to be a decision, you allow it to be a feeling. And that feeling is fleeting. Same thing with readiness. You're never gonna be ready for absolutely anything. Ever. Should I have bought 2 properties back, or 6 units back to back? 2 properties? No, I should not. If I look back at the numbers, I think that was some dumbass shit. But what am I gonna do about it now? And even then, I think about things in retrospect. You could always look at shit from a negative, and you could always look at shit from a positive. I could look at it from a negative and say, you know what, you kind of pushed it, your reserves, your holding costs, all the above. It just wasn't that smart. Didn't make sense on numbers. That's the average person's mindset, and rightfully so, it could make sense. And then this perspective of mine was if I had all this cash sitting, I probably wouldn't have gone insane. I probably would have said, hey, what the fuck am I doing? I would talk to Alex and said, what the fuck are we doing? Why are we not pushing this shit? Everyone's over here holding the cash. We should be getting rid of it. What the fuck are we doing? And I understood that psychological warfare that I had within myself was only going to get changed by us pulling the trigger. Back to back. Boom, boom. And it brought me a lot of traction. The video has like 700,000 views, which I made fucking in like 5 minutes. That brought a lot of leads, a lot of traffic, a lot of people that I can help. And I don't regret any of that shit. Because even though I built back my cash on hand, I was pushing fucking weight in terms of on business credit, like boom, doing repairs, doing this, doing that, liquidating it, using it so I can keep my cash on hand. And it was at the highest point ever. I was 21 years old. I had a fucking credit card balance that was over $40,000. Crazy as shit. And then obviously it's down and it's not there anymore. But the thing is that to see that number even wakes you the fuck up. Like, I gotta push. I don't have time to rest. I can't wait till the New Year's. I have to do it now, right? And even that, I was more than grateful to see that. I was like, damn, this is some crazy shit, some crazy stories I gotta tell to you guys. So even if you're stressing like, I don't want to invest $4,000 on myself, imagine $40,000, and you're gonna make that shit in a month just to pay it out, down. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna fall to it, or are you gonna fall to the level of your standards, which are low, or are you gonna raise to the occasion? That's it. That's all there you can do. And I'm more than grateful for these problems that I have. I understand that it's a very difficult time that I'm going through, but I'm very grateful for it. Like I don't think anybody in my position would find the ability to be grateful for this opportunities in regards to the downside. But I just know that, like I had mentioned in my previous video, it's a slingshot effect. The results that you are achieving now, that you are receiving now, that you are acclimating and also experiencing now, are results of the work that you did months ago, or even weeks ago. It's a slingshot effect. The shit that you are experiencing now is not from what you've done now, right? It's just not. I understand that I pulled this back. I bought 2 properties within a month in California, one of the hardest markets. 6 units. Boom. Benefited me. Fucking had like 1,000 followers. Got 1,000 followers like in a week. And then now, all the bullshit that comes with it, hitting me all at once. Says, all right, motherfucker, are you... And this is the man above telling me, hey, motherfucker, are you the exact same person that you said you are? Prove it. A lot of people talk a lot of shit, but are not the people that they say they are. That's just the fucking truth. And that regards for everything. That's why I love the box. Because anybody can talk that shit. Hop in the ring and see how it is. See what's up. That's just the truth. Because once you go in the ring, all that shit goes out the window. It's you versus the motherfucker that's trying to hurt you in. And that's just the truth. And I believe that a calm mind is the closest that a man will get to true strength, like Marcus Aurelius says. I really believe that. But where are you going to get that calm mind? Are you going to get it in having nothing to do? Or are you going to get it in having so much shit on your plate to the point where you find pleasure in the endeavors and the pursuit of success that you have no other alternative but to succeed? Because if you fail, you have to bounce back. You have too much on the line. That's me right now. Too much on the line. And the only way you truly fail in this shit is someone that quit, if you quit. And you should have too much shame in the idea of being a quitter, the idea of quitting, that you will never quit, even if you lose everything. So I really hope this sparks some fire in you. This is me just acting like I'm giving advice to myself from the shit that I'm experiencing. And I know that it's seasonal, bro. You're going to see, I'm going to clip this video once I'm in a situation where I'm going to go and either buy another property, buy another car, move into a primary home. That's gonna be wraps. So appreciate you guys watching. Let me know if this helped you out. Drop a comment down below. Cash out. I hope you guys continue to win the battles that you don't talk about.